How does Sirius plan to integrate Pandora into the service?
Well, the idea is, first of all, this deal was a long time coming.
Right,
We've
they had a big
been waiting for it
stake
for a while now, and the idea here is, like, Sirius is big, obviously, in autos, and Pandora gives them a large pool of streaming service users. Obviously, what they plan to do is, A, from a defensive side, sort of protect their dominance in automotive by having that digital presence, and B, really see if they can cross-sell, because we have 36 million subscribers on Sirius, you have 70 million plus listeners on Pandora, mostly ad-driven business, Sirius mostly subscription-driven business, and they see cross-selling opportunities there. So that's the sort of the game plan that they are going after, but they also have cost synergies, bringing these two things together. So when it comes to actually going after the bigger players, this is going to be very challenging because of the difference in strategies. But when it comes to making it work from a cost standpoint and cross-selling, there are opportunities.
Are they going after a different listener or a different listening case, though, than Spotify or Apple Music?
Longer term, not. In the interim, they obviously have their auto strength and things like that. But if you actually look at how Pandora is sort of seeing some stabilization in listeners, and they're seeing some momentum in their premium subscription service, they couldn't really do it standalone. Longer term, they need some partner to scale it, and bringing them together also gives them some leverage on negotiations and things like that. So they have a better shot now versus before.
This is about $1 billion premium on Pandora's price right now. Over the years, we've talked so much about a potential Pandora acquisition. Would Apple buy them? Would they remain independent? And we've seen so many ups and downs. Is this a win for Pandora?
It's a good end goal, because that's what we've been sort of waiting for. Everybody is waiting for. Now, they still have a go shop period of 30 days where they can look for an alternative. It's unlikely that somebody would step up over here. I mean, we always thought somebody like Facebook or Snapchat would sort of blend well with Pandora, because they can integrate with messaging platforms and scale advertising. And Facebook has largely been missing out of the music space in general. But they have been doing this for 2 years now. They've been looking for it for 2 years now. So the likelihood is low, and also given stake that Sirius already has in the company. But I think this was the likely outcome that everybody is waiting for. Now it's more on how much they can squeeze from costs, and can they really go after with this cross-selling.
So looking at a couple years from now, what does listener behavior actually look like? So is it still Spotify and Apple Music head-to-head?
Yeah. So if you look at the strategies of these companies, right, Spotify clearly has a data edge, and that's not going away. Despite of Apple competition, we've seen that growing. The consolidation that we've seen from the listener side, they gravitating towards one service or the other, will continue. So it'll be very difficult for them to sort of take that trend away from what Amazon's experiencing, Apple's experiencing, Spotify's experiencing. But when it comes to connected cars, automotive, where they are strong, if they can sort of marry their strength and hold on to the user base that Pandora has, then they can, maintain their niche and expand. Best case scenario, they're able to provide a better service than the two and get it, but it's very challenging.